What's up, guys? As I make my screen full screen to start this off, that way I can see this is episode 23, and I don't have to sit there and guess around.
I really thought you were going to get it like a fourth time in a row.
It is episode 23, right?
It is, but I thought you were going to get it like on your own without...
Oh, well, I got it.
Okay, whatever.
Either way.
I'll give you credit.
Man, I about took off my hat, and then I remembered I have the tan line. I saw myself, and I'm like, man, I should take that off. Nope, just kidding. I have a horrible tan line. Why did I full screen that? I can't see their comments. Anyway, all right, guys, what's up? I'm Donnie. This is Rebecca. Welcome to episode 23. That I know it's episode 23 without looking at my computer, because I've been looking at the camera the whole time. You have anything to add?
No, it's episode 23. Good job. I'm going to drink some beer now.
Shit. Inside joke. Sorry, guys. Inside joke.
It took me a second to get it.
Okay. And you're not far enough into that beer yet to be taking seconds to get jokes. Anyway, a couple of important things on the list this week. Couple of not so important but relevant things. First off, most importantly on my agenda is the Cobra Jet is for sale. Which, not necessarily that I care so much about the Cobra Jet, but I care about the badass paint scheme. The
Cobra Jet's it's a badass car.
Oh, it is a badass car. Be able to go pick it up and go straight to the track and run mid-8s.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Now, I wish it came with a title. But
that's part of the thing. It just doesn't. And
now here's the other thing. Tell me why you wouldn't do this. I'm the type of person that has the money to buy myself this badass Cobra Jet.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I go to the dealership, buy said badass Cobra Jet, and also buy a base model EcoBoost Mustang? That way I have a chassis with a title, and then go home and swap it all over.
Or you could do what somebody, when we were at the track and the Cobra Jet guys were testing, came over and he's looking at my car. He's like, so how much money you guys got in this? And this was a couple years ago. And Justin and I are like, oh, I don't know.
We don't like thinking about that.
I try not to think about that. But we came up with depending on which iteration, there was 40 to 60 including the car. And he's like, your car's mine, but
it's street legal.
And it's street legal, and it was 40 to 60 depending on which.
So yeah, it costs a lot less. It was cheaper. Oh man, lots of comments. Holy crap.
Oh, do we need to go say hi to people?
Yeah, we can say hi to a few. Then we'll talk about the Cobra Jet again.
Okay.
Why is my little box so small? Can I get
tech support?
Yeah, who do I call?
Can you just drag that maybe? Maybe not.
Nope.
Maybe I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Oh gosh, this is awful. All right. Tim said my wife drinks Blue Moon, so I'm already getting made fun of. Listen, I was out of my aluminum can Bud Lights. I have 6-pack in my truck, but they're warm.
He said Blue Moo.
Blue Moo.
So I said, isn't that ice cream?
Was I supposed to bring my own beer?
Yes, if you want to drink beer, bring your own.
Yes. Luke said, what's up? What's up, Luke? This was just Tim commenting that it was cutting in and out every few seconds.
It should be better now.
Is it better? Tell us if it's not, please. Hello,
Tim,
bonjour.
Hello, bonjour. Oh, he was our French guy.
Yes.
He spoke French too.
Bonjour, comment ça va?
You know my favorite French word was babyfoot? It's not how you actually say it. It's like babyfoot, but it's foosball. And I always remembered that one.
I like pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse? What's that one?
It's grapefruit.
That's a good one.
I like that.
I can dig that one. Oh, so funny French story. So I took French in high school, as we established last week.
Yeah.
My teacher got so fed up with me and my best friend talking across the class that she said, okay, that's fine. Because, she tried moving us. We still talk. We're freshman kids. We're 14, 15. So she said, fine, you guys can talk in class. You have to do it in French. So what do you think we do? We go home and look up, Google Translate. Yeah. Your mom is as fat as a cow. So then we're she's in the middle of class, and we would be like, hey, we can talk anytime we want, as long as it's in French. She'd be like, yeah. So she'd be in the middle of a lesson, in middle of a sentence, and we'd be yelling across the classroom your mom is as ugly as what I left in the toilet this morning. We'd be saying that in French, in the middle of class, and nobody else got it, but the teacher did, and it was priceless. Anyway, back to Cobra Jet stuff. So, yeah, that is a good point about the Cobra Jet. What does it cost? About $100?
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's right around $100. Granted, you go pick it up, take it straight to a track.
And, yeah.
Oh yeah, that paint job's
goes mid-8s. You can't be upset about it.
But
for sure.
I want street legal. That's my kicker. I love the fact that your car, if you really, really wanted to, and you have done it. If you really wanted to, you can take that to Starbucks.
Yep.
Which, like I said, you have done it.
I've done it.
So,
I just can't have Justin in the car with me because he does not like riding in my car.
With the windows up.
I was fine.
You were fine. Another side story, since we're already getting into we're at 10 minutes. Well, we're not 10 minutes in the show because we started late, but so you went on a True Street cruise, right?
Yeah.
And you went with the windows up the whole time, and then she got back, and Justin's like, "Were your windows up like the whole time? Because
No.
carbon monoxide's a thing."
I was fine. It was cold out. I was
You're
doing
fine.
it.
You're here. You made it. What's up, Gino? So, all right, Cobra Jet's on sale officially. Other related Mustang news, since we're looking at the 1819 body style, the 19 has finally released pricing, which I think the entry-level GT price has gone up like $2,000. It was something like 33,000. It's now 35 and like 35 and change. It's like 35,300 bucks just to get into a base model GT, nothing done to it. So it's definitely going up.
Yeah.
But if you just want a Mustang, the EcoBoost is still sitting around like 25,000. I mean, that's bare bones, but hey, you're in a Mustang with over 300 horsepower, so for 25 grand, you're still beating everything prior to 2011.
Yeah.
Oh man, I probably shouldn't have said that. Hurt some 3-valve guy's feelings. Oops. But you can option up. Chris, what did you option yours up to? Chris built a GT, but he added the Performance Pack.
Performance Pack 2 and a couple other options. It ended up being like 49,000.
Performance Pack 2 and a couple other options. 49 grand is what he's up to. Now, we will also report that on the Build Your Own Mustang website on Ford's webpage, unfortunately, you cannot remove the chrome trim.
You can build
from
a
the
bullet, but you cannot take the chrome away, unfortunately.
So, and it's funny because I was at a show and one of our customers is like a repeat, Andy, who has a 0304 Terminator. He saw the bullet in person, and the first thing he walked up to me and said was like, "You and Rebecca are right. The chrome trim looks awful. Rest of the car, gorgeous. Chrome trim's awful." So
not a fan.
I don't. In some like maybe I'm partial because I loved my Lincoln Mark 8, but like my Lincoln Mark 8 had the chrome trim around the windows, and I liked it.
I can see its place in
on certain
that
cars.
application, I guess, but just not on a like. It reminds me of my Expedition, and I don't like my Expedition is just a functional
difference of a Lincoln and a Mustang.
Yeah,
Mustang shouldn't have chrome.
Yeah,
you know why they started doing chrome, right?
You've told me before, but I forgot.
You didn't forget. You're just saying you forgot for the show's effort then. But anyway, they started doing chrome because it was a cheap way to class things up. I think it was like the 50s they started, and it was like, oh, we can chrome plate the bumper on a truck.
I completely understand that.
we can chrome plate the bumper on a truck, and now it's not just crappy steel, and it looks a lot better. And that was honestly where chrome plating started. It was a cost-effective way to make things look better. Let me go make sure I'm not missing anyone's comments. Oh, gosh. All right, Jacob Roberts, I'm sure you won't be the last guy to comment and ask any updates on Rick's 03 Cobra. So we're still doing a little bit of tuning on it, but I'll give you some numbers now. Gen 3 is on it. It's been on the dyno. It has been performing successfully. We did go up 3 pulley sizes, and it's making 40 to 50 more horsepower and 30 to 40 more foot-pounds of torque going up 3 pulley sizes. Yep. There's the graph Chris has for you. I didn't even know we had a graph for him. But hey, now you get a graph, so you get to see the numbers. So it's getting close to done. Justin still has a few tweaks to do on it and whatnot, but it's making power. We've gone up 3 pulley sizes, and it's still got some crazy gains, and it's making about a half pound to a pound more boost going up the 3 pulley sizes, but the boost doesn't drop off. It sustains it great. Gen 3's performing well. I mean, nothing bad to say about it. I'm reading the comments. David said chrome won't get you home. Like I said, chrome is it has its place, like you said. Billy said hello. Man, my comments are all jacked up.
They are.
So Luke said $49K for a Mustang GT. No thanks. Give me a base model 6-speed car. Yeah, that's 35 grand.
That's how my car started out. The car that's stuck in chassis jail.
Kyle's your friend because he says chrome is awful on everything.
Yep.
Steve says, hi, any plans to develop a VMP supercharger kit for an 18 F-150 Coyote? We don't have anything in the works right this second. Not saying no to you, but nothing on the drawing board right now. Dorian joined, my girlfriend joined.
Hi, Dorian.
Tony
Hi,
Reed
Emily.
Said,
I said hi to Emily.
Hi, Emily. I'll see her in an hour. I need power naturally aspirated, have a 5.0 2016 GT. Well, how much power do you want, Tony? You got to give me more than that.
But we could start with like
We
what
could- yeah,
we could
let's-
start
let's-
with what we would start with.
Let's start with what we
Yeah.
start with. A tune, first off.
Absolutely,
First
a
and
tune.
foremost, tune.
Depending on your trans, it's gonna definitely in both transmissions, but definitely in a 16 automatic, it's gonna help out that 6R80 a lot as
yeah.
far as shift schedules.
Unfortunately, with the MT82, we can't control your shift schedule.
Yeah, you're in charge of that actually.
Loosen not behind the wheel, sorry.
And then it's going to help throttle response. You're going to see increases in power and torque.
All of it.
Yep. So definitely that's my first choice for an NA car just starting out.
Now, if we got a little more to play with, tune and cold air. The cold air
Yep.
paired with the tune, awesome. Get
They
a
go
good
together
cold
really
air,
well.
JLT or a PMAS. If something says no tune required, wouldn't go with that.
Maybe
go with
don't
like
do
a-
that.
Yeah, exactly. There's a reason there's no tune required. It's not that different from your stock one. But get a good JLT or a good PMAS or something like that. That's a great way to go. Just because it's kind of like a misconception in the Mustang world, catback exhaust doesn't do much for you. Save your money if you're just looking to add power. Now, you want to add sound?
If you wanted like a personal preference for sound, go for it.
Go for it, 100%. But if you're just looking for how do I make power right now, naturally aspirated, don't really mess with the catback stuff. If you're interested looking for headers is great gains. Headers, cold air, tune, wake the thing up, blow your mind. Then you're saying naturally aspirated. Past that, you could do cams NA, and there's definitely gains there, but at that point you spent so much money, should have just called us and slapped a blower on it.
Intake manifold.
Intake manifold too, that's true.
And
the 18 intake
We can
manifolds
definitely
are...
talk about that because that's part of the sale that we're going to talk about.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get
Yep.
there. But in response to Tony, yeah, the 18 manifold is definitely a good upgrade.
Good option.
Especially in the higher RPMs, it really takes off away from the stock 15 to 17 intake manifolds. Brian, I haven't heard anything on the Rebecca Starkey racing front. Just wonder what's up, if she's been racing lately or any upcoming races.
We actually
She's got an
live.
upcoming race.
We live in the monsoon state of Florida, apparently, and that's really ruining my racing career. So we tried to go out to the track Wednesday night, and if you saw my picture on Instagram, I got absolutely soaked because we had to strap down a car in the rain.
Yeah, I unloaded Chucky, made one blistering 13.4 pass, and then it poured on us.
And it really, really poured. So we decided to just go get pizza instead.
Oh man, do you have any of the good memes from Chucky?
We're going to save them.
Oh,
We're going to
next
save
week.
them to
Okay,
do them with
next
the
week.
video.
All right.
So
I raced a Dodge Demon. Just so you pre-fade.
it was really a great race too.
It was a Demon. I'm in a stock S197. Like, come on. Anyway.
I have a few things over here on YouTube.
Go for it.
So, of course, someone says Cobra 2650,
Performances.
which we already spoke about a little bit.
I'll hit on it again like 6:30, 6:45, because you know one of the Cobras will ask about it again.
Yeah, someone else already asked about Rick Cackness's car.
So keep
updates.
watching. Whoever
Yep.
whoever else asked, I'll touch on it again later on.
Ship from Shinola.
Shit from Shinola. Where's Shinola? I'm interested.
You don't know shit from Shinola. That's what the saying is.
No. That's a thing?
Yeah.
What's it mean?
Like you don't know anything.
Oh, well, you haven't seen Star Wars, so we're equal.
No, I'm not.
Continue on. What do you got, Carrie?
Says, I want the VMP blower kit for my 2017 F-150. Is there anything else I should worry about suspension or driveline wise since I have a 6-inch lift and 35-inch MTs?
Oh, so you've got the same truck as me, just I have a 14. Depending on, even if you're two-wheel drive, I would really be worried about your drive shaft at top speed.
I would be worried about your drive shaft regardless.
All right, you have some drive shaft experience we're not going to talk about. But if especially if a two-wheel drive like my truck, I have an extended cab 6.5-foot bed, super long drive shaft, and I would never do excessive speed on the street. But if I were, I would tell you I wouldn't want to go anywhere past honestly like 110 because especially when you're lifted, you got that drive shaft angle getting a little worse. It's going to go flying out, especially when they're that long. Like I said, even if you have a four-door four-wheel drive where the drive shaft's shorter than mine is, it's still something to be worried about. Other than that, oil pump crank gears. Just because a truck is a little bit heavier, since you have 35s, you're going to stay under load and stay in gear a longer time at full throttle. So you're winding it out that much longer. We tell everyone Coyote that wants to make good power, oil pump crank gears are a good investment, but especially on a truck with big tires, a lot of weight, that you're got a lot of load on it all the time, definitely would be wanting you to do it.
He says, shit from Shanola says, thanks, Rebecca. My grandma always said that. Pale Horse 0321 says, hey guys, I had a bad bearing on my rear driver's side S550. My question is, do I go OEM or spend the money on the Ford Performance rear hub kit? My car is boosted.
I was confused for a second. I'm like, driver's side bearing. I'm like, your motor just has bearings in the middle, bro. Like, there. I go with OEM. I would just say put stock back in it. You're not gaining anything by putting the Ford Performance on it, honestly. OEM probably took you to what, 80, 90, 100,000 miles anyway. I just put OEM back in it, save the money. Spend it on something that gives you horsepower.
John Alanis is all excited, actually made the live stream. And then Alexander says, what size idler to use on my 13 Roush Charge GT with a 75 millimeter pulley?
90.
Yep.
90 millimeter idler. You'll be able to keep using that belt.
And that's it.
All right, then I've got Max, said he's in St. Petersburg. Let's make some power. That's what we try to do all day.
Awesome. We were over there making power earlier this week.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
You were. We can segue right into that.
We can. So Justin and I headed over to Cletus McFarland's place to work on the Crown Vic, the Neighbor.
The Neighbor. So Neighbor is a Crown Vic that Cletus bought to give to his neighbor, I guess. Unfortunately, his neighbor passed
away.
And the neighbor did really like the car, so he then went and bought a Wreck GT500.
And we saw the Wreck GT500. I don't know if anybody...
I saw the video. It's wrecked.
It's wrecked. And it's the guy that owns the paint shop or body shop up front. So he kept on coming over and checking on what we were doing and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
But,
it was kind of cool.
Yeah, they did whole drivetrain swap. Kept the 8.8 in the rear that's stock anyway. But other than that, had a custom drive shaft made, running the GT500 trans, GT500 engine, put a Gen 3 on it. Need a little bit of tuning help just to get all the power out of it.
Yep, absolutely. And just to, like, do tuning stuff because Jeremy wasn't around to be able to do tuning stuff. So Justin wanted to help get the ball rolling, basically.
For sure. And yeah, they had wanted the car to make like 750 horse and 700 torque, and then it ended up making like with the combo we gave them 808 horse and like 750 foot-pounds. Yep. So they were ecstatic.
Yep. And it was a lot of fun. It was the video's out if you want to check it out on Cletus's channel.
Yeah.
He's doing a series of videos on this build and it's really cool. So definitely in the first video you can, or not the first video, but in one of the videos you can see a tour of our shop. You can see my car. You can see Track Attack.
In his first video, they put it on nitrous. And
they put it on nitrous and blew it up.
They put a fogger nozzle on it, right? And then they put the jets in. They do like 75 horse jets. 100 horse jets, 150 horse jets. Then they just take the jets out and just run like straight line. And then they upgrade to bigger line. Yeah. And then they blow the intake because it puddled up in the intake. And I actually took out the brakes, like the intake manifold rappelling apart.
Yes.
Took out the brakes. It was great.
Yes, it did. And there's some interesting hand clutch action.
Oh my god! So they're trying to. You guys just need to go watch the video.
Watch the video.
Other teaser. They're like trying to get the thing set up so they have the clutch set up in the passenger seat. Yep. And there's a guy in the driver's seat working the gas, and the guy in the passenger seat has to do the clutch.
Justin is the guy in the driver's seat. So it was like
sketchy stuff.
And I was sitting in the back seat because I wanted to look at the Holly Dominator stuff because it's something that we've been considering for my car is to use the Holly Dominator when I'm on the new car, or if I ever get done doing scumbag stock ECU stuff.
Scumbag stock ECU stuff. Yep. Wow, you're harsh. Yeah. Your stock ECU's taking you to like low eights, like easy there. Nice. All right.
We're at odds.
So, I feel like this is going to be an easy answer for you, but Kyle says manual or auto. Which do you prefer and why?
100% auto. 6R80. I like that. I like that a lot. And Turbo 400, I like it even better, especially it's got a trans brake on it.
So if I'm building a car purely to drag race it,
that's all I'm ever building a car for.
It's going to have to be an auto because I'm an NDMF. But,
I don't even say that about myself, but like I want.
I can't shift a car fast. I'm I'm sure I'd be destroying Syncra if I'm really going out there just to beat the ever-living crap out of something to try to go fast. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing good enough to go fast.
Fair.
So auto in that case. But for anything that's used other than just for the track, I want a manual. Just because I like shifting. First off, new cars don't listen. Like, I say that a lot. I don't say it a lot on here, but I say it a lot to, like, my friends. I like cars that listen. Like, the older cars, you put that thing in first, it stays in first. If I want to bounce it off the rev limiter and do donuts, the car don't care. It'll let me sit there and blow it up and bounce it off the limiter. Like, the new cars, put it in first, hold it wide open and throttle. Eventually, it's going to shift on you. Yeah. And I don't like that. I like cars that listen. A manual makes it listen to me. Plus maintenance, you can beat the shit out of it usually a little bit harder, and it holds up a little better. We're not going to talk about the MT82 synchros, but
I mean, that is a real thing.
I mean, on a decent car with a good transmission, which MT82 can be good if you're not beating the ever-living hell out of it. Transmission will last forever. You can get 100,000 miles out of a clutch. It's a lot cheaper to replace. I like manual in that sense. But going fast?
And yeah, honestly, the black car was the first auto car I've ever owned, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because when I bought my first Mustang, the first car that I owned, I was like, oh, well, the only way to make sure that I have to know how to drive manual transmission is that for that to be the only option. So I'm buying a manual trans car, and I'm going to force myself to learn. And I did. And then we bought another manual trans Mustang. Oh, you know what? My SRT8 Jeep was auto before I got the black car. But yeah, they were close.
Yeah.
Yep.
Were we talking about pizza?
Speaking of pizza.
She says speaking of pizza. I don't think we talked about pizza. We had pizza today, so it's weird you're saying
we had pizza for 2 meals today.
Did we talk about pizza already, guys? Adults? All right, cool, thanks.
Support
Speaking
people.
of pizza, I'm eating pizza at a cruise night. Don't have my car, though. Get it back tomorrow. It's getting the windows tinted and a clear bra put on it. All right, sweet.
Okay, cool. What type of pizza are you having?
Yeah.
Give us a little more info about this pizza, since we ate it for 2 meals today.
Are you still hungry? And see if you wanted 2 slices.
I probably should eat
I think there's more pizza in the fridge.
There is. That's what we had for dinner.
003 Mach 1 says, how much do you think I can make with my 03 Cobra with the Gen 3 ported head stage 3 cams, 11, 5.1 compression, and E85?
750 plus to the tire.
And that's like, at this point, that's a guess, and it's a well-educated guess based on like our flow numbers and other flow numbers that we know, and doing it on different platforms. We just haven't had anything of that caliber with a Cobra of that caliber. I don't know why I can't get those words out. With the Gen 3 on
Probably
it at this point.
Probably because I say Cobra so much and you're trying to keep yourself from saying Cobra.
Probably. Or because I've just had a bad day with like running into things and not talking.
You tripped a lot.
I did.
Cobras, though. All right, Jeff said he's got a 14. First gen, I don't know. Gen 2, Stage 3. Talk about converters. Right now, it's a 10.7 car. You know all about converters in a 6R80 14.
So I don't even want to talk about converters, but I will because I want to help you out. I was a long-time stock converter aficionado, for lack of a better word. I went 124 60 foot on a stock converter, and just flashing it from idle, it worked. It did well. The thing that a aftermarket converter gains you is consistency, especially looking out further, like not looking all the way out to the quarter mile, but not looking at the 60 foot, looking at the 330. My 330 foots got a lot more consistent when we finally did go to an aftermarket converter, and we went to a custom spec Circle D.
There you go. Alan said, when did the pre-order Gen 3 ship out? Alan, me and Rebecca aren't really in shipping, so we don't know, but I know they have been rolling in and then rolling right back out. So if you want, go ahead and call sales with your order number, and they can probably help you a little better than we could on the show. Philip says, is the new TVS blower now available for 0304 Cobra? If so, have you done any testing? Have any dyno numbers? If so, all right, we're at 6:30. We're halfway
we
through
can
the
go
show.
ahead and do the numbers again, and we can
talk
do them
about
again
it
at the end of the show too.
Cobra blowers are starting to go out. We took pre-orders first, so as they slowly come in from the manufacturer, they go right out to guys that pre-order. But if you want to get on there, you can put in your order now. Go get one whenever you fall in next in line. Right now we have.
I don't know that any have actually gone out.
Yeah, I don't know if they have either. I know I haven't seen many come in. So
we're getting close to them going out. I believe is the.
Yeah. But we have put them on Rick Cackness' car, which is known as the Black Bathtub.
The convertible
0304 Terminator.
Manual trans, really fast.
It is. Like deep in the nines,
Yep.
6-shift car.
Yep.
I'm waiting. Chris seems like he's trying to pull up a picture, so I'm going to let him do it. He's clicking away.
And
Nope, wrong one.
Are seeing 40 to 50 rear wheel horsepower on his car and 30 to 40 rear wheel torque. His car is not a all effort build. It is definitely it's an impressive car.
Heck yeah.
For sure.
But it hasn't been a write an open check and
Yeah.
let's do everything that we possibly can. It's just been, I want to build a race car.
Were you wondering where I was going with this?
Do whatever the hell we got to do to go fast, period. But we put the Gen 3 on his car. He did have the VMP Gen 2 on it before. We were able to go up 3 pulley sizes, make about half a pound to a pound more boost, have it be more consistent boost, not falling off or anything like that, not spinning the blower too hard, nothing crazy, to get that better power gain out of it. So, and it's still, the tune's almost there. Justin's still playing with it a little bit, so we'll see if there's more to be had, but it's definitely performing well. Brian says, where are my Evan shirts, mofo? All right, Brian, I'm going to sit down and I'll really think about how I'm going to do this Evan shirt thing, and next week we will figure out the Evan stuff. So Phil McCracken, Luke, and Brian, my hardcore Evan supporters, I'll think about it this week. We'll talk about it next week.
Jeff wants to know, have you experienced or happen to know why a newer Gen 2 15 to 17 Coyote Illuminator will not work with Gen 1 11 to 14 heads? A few vendors say piston to head clearance issues. I don't know how that's possible.
I agree. That sounds funky that valves would kiss pistons.
Yeah.
But on the other note, I haven't done it, so I don't want to go ahead and tell you it's fine, and then you go letting the valve kiss the piston and marry the bride. So
he says, I know your site states that many of your built engine customers go to the Ford Racing Illuminator, and that's why he's asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do, but Illuminator kind of shows up, assembled, ready to go.
Yeah.
We maybe do oil pump crank gears and drop it in. That's about it. Michael says, hi, Rebecca. Hopefully can put a VMP23 in the winner's circle again in Joliet.
Hi, Mike. Good job.
Joliet is coming up. Good luck,
in Ohio.
Dude. That's not Ohio. It's Illinois.
No, I said good job in Ohio.
Oh, because he
won in Ohio.
Yeah. Now
Yep.
Joliet's coming. Gotcha. You were right.
Yep.
All right.
I want to know, though, Mike, how you are liking the trans brake now that you're used to it. It's a good thing, right?
What trans does he have?
Turbo 400.
Oh, okay.
It was when it's just a learning curve with a Turbo 400 and a trans brake after you've been in a 6R80. Like, it's different. And there was some getting used to it both for him and me, and we talked about it.
Luke said dedicated race car auto to actually not fall asleep and have fun driving manual. Yep, exactly. I feel the same. Oh, he said pizza after we rained out at the track. I don't even remember you saying that.
I did. I said we went and got pizza instead.
I don't even remember you saying that, but all right.
I did. We went to Mellow Mushroom.
Thanks tech support.
Yeah. Support people. What about us?
Luke said he's having cheese and sausage real Chicago pizza, not Florida pizza. Whoa. Listen.
I will eat any pizza. It doesn't even matter.
First off, it's pizza. Who really gives a shit? You can go to the store and get me a frozen one for $2.99 on sale at Walmart.
I'm going to eat it.
But the great thing about Florida is we're the melting pot of the country. Now, that's also the horrible thing about Florida because we get all the old people.
I cannot wait to hear the whole story as to how we're the melting pot.
We get everyone. Everyone wants to come to Florida. New York, Chicago. We get all of them. I mean, we try to keep... I'm not going to go there. All right. But I was about to make a joke about the California people, but I won't be mean. I mean, we don't really sell to anybody in California, so it's not like anyone watching.
No, just stop.
All right. Anyway, so we get...
Don't use it on this.
All right, inside joke. Sorry, guys. So we get the guys that make good Chicago pizza, good New York pizza. We have that down here. What's the good place in... Oh, there's a place in Ormond everyone loves. Louis Pizza or something? And that's like good traditional Chicago style pizza. And it's good stuff. So don't say that. Don't be talking shit about my Florida pizza. Kevin I'm assuming he has a GT Mustang because his name is Kevin GT Wilding.
Well, it says 99 GT mild stock build.
Oh no, live feed interrupted.
Do we still have YouTube?
Yeah, we'll keep talking to the YouTubers.
We're back up? Okay, cool.
I'm waiting for it to say it. And we're back! My buddy Kyle says that all the time, so I feel a need to say it. I need y'all to hook me up with a supercharger set up in a tune. 99 GT with mild stock build. Unfortunately, I don't really have anything that'll bolt right up to the car.
Yeah, for
2-valve stuff. So, but I can hook you up with a tune for sure.
Yep.
We can talk about tune, headers, cold air intake, any of that fun stuff. Chad, do you guys make anything for 96 and 98 Cobra? Tunes, cold airs, exhaust, suspension stuff. We can get you all that.
And you can definitely send me pictures of your 96 to 98 Cobra.
you like them. But,
I do.
No, unfortunately, man. All right. Gary Jones says he has a 2017 Cobra Jet car on E85 on a Mustang dyno the other day, and it was super disappointing. Only made around 450. Ambient air was 90. No way. A Cobra Jet on E85 making 450 horsepower? No freaking way.
Yeah.
That don't sound right. No, that's the cars are not that sensitive.
No.
Air tap.
No.
If it was 90 out, don't get me wrong, that hurts you a little, but not 450 horsepower hurts you. That doesn't sound right. Ray said, "What's up?" Hey, Ray. Kyle said, "Fair enough. He has a 16 manual S550. Which route would you recommend going? Supercharger or ProCharger?" Oh, well, all right. I don't know how to say this nicely. We don't like flat out comparing.
Yeah.
Because
I think
we let the results speak for themselves.
So what I always say is, like, at the end of the day, your car's gonna have boost. Like,
Boost is
you're
good.
gonna be happy. Like,
But do you want the boost to affect the car from when you hit the throttle or from 5,000 RPMs and up?
so, and definitely
That's
like
the mean way of saying it.
No, I don't think that's a mean way. There's some reality to the situation, but definitely with our product, you have OEM quality.
Yep.
You have the benefit of
Torque.
the TBS design being very torquey to begin with. That's where a 117 60-foot comes from. You don't get that from a lack of torque.
Now, there's benefits to both kits. Obviously, a centrifugal blower, you're not really modifying the top end of your motor and whatnot. We're not messing with intake manifolds, hardly any of that. It's kind of just plug some piping and bolt it on and go. TVS is a little more involved on install and what you have to do.
Definitely still a very doable install.
100%. But
I know somebody that times himself when he does the install.
Who does that? So yeah, no, both are easy to do. But I am saying yes, maybe if you don't feel comfortable cracking into your intake manifold, that's never been a limit for me. But hey, I'm not everyone. But biggest thing is look at the numbers for yourself, man. Just look at people's dyno sheets. Like I said, we don't like flat out bad mouthing anyone else. We put out numbers. You're more than welcome to look into them yourself, and that's the best advice I can give you. Go look at dyno graphs of TVS blowers and then the ProCharger. Make your own assumptions. It's the best way I can say it to you. Luke says, make that shirt. I will buy it. All right, I'll figure it out this week. I promise, guys. Philip says, thanks for the info. 4.6 Terminator.
Those are fighting words.
Coyote. Wow.
Those are fighting words.
So the problem is I like both. But, what's a Terminator make factory? Like 460 flywheel? 450 flywheel?
No, like, yeah.
Right at there?
For something.
4 something flywheel. What's a Coyote do at the flywheel? Oh, 4 something. Oh, weird. Oh, okay. Enough said. Moving on. Kevin said he has 9-to-1 compression stock heads, forged pistons, Boss 02 rods, full exhaust, cold air intake, ARP head studs, main studs, and rod bolts. What supercharger setup and boost would y'all recommend? All of it. Depending on your transmission, I don't know what else you have done to the car. Obviously, if you have a built motor with a stock trans, stock drive shaft, stock rear end, stock half shafts, I'm not going to tell you all of it because then you will proceed to break all the rest of the stuff. But I'm going to assume that you have the motor built that well that you also have supporting mods for the rest of the car.
He's the one with the 99 GT, right?
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Let's go back up.
I don't know if it's up or down anymore.
Yeah. Yep. What supercharger setup and boost would y'all recommend? So, honestly, centrifugal blower is probably your best bet, just for that application. And once again, like I said, if you've built the motor, I would hope that you've built the rest of the stuff, and we're not going to go blowing up the rest of it. And let her eat. It doesn't get fun till double digits, first off. That's just facts, whether you're dealing with superchargers, turbos, anything. So at least start at 10. Work your way up. Michael said he loves his trans brake. Car's working good. He has 124/60s.
That's great, Mike. I knew you were gonna like it once you got used to it. It's a learning curve, but yeah.
Murdoch's commenting, who I just did the upgrades on his car.
Oh,
he was in here really recently. Did some upgrades to his Roush car. He says he loves it. He has 735 to the tires now, and now he wants pizza. I still got like 4 or 5 slices in the fridge.
Mark Davis says, does adding Torco directly to tank before fill-up on a 15 Mustang GT okay? Or should it be mixed first before filling the tank?
No,
just add it in.
If you're empty at the gas station, dump it in, then pour the gas in. That'll help it all mix as you're going. That's perfect.
Yep.
Steve Hall says, what's up, Donnie? Rebecca, love the show. Tell John, let's see that Cobra. He seems like a really cool guy.
What's up, Steve?
Shelby Canada West says, hello, everyone, plus Carrie. Smiley face. So.
I was busy.
I saw.
You good?
That's it.
That's it? Michael also said he solved his wheelie problem in Ohio.
That's good, too.
Kevin, he says that he has the T3650 Trans 373 rear gear. The 3650 Trans isn't my favorite necessarily for strength, but 373 gears.
That's a diplomatic way of saying that.
Yeah, it's not the worst out there at all, but definitely not something I want to put 1,000,000 horsepower to. Tyler says my Blue Moon looks delicious. Well, thank you, since I was getting made fun of for my Blue Moon earlier.
Blue Moon.
Andy said he's just checking in. What's up? You want me to read that one out loud?
You can.
He says, who cares about the Blue Moon? Look at Rebecca. That was Donald. David says VMP rocks. I agree. I work here, though. But they don't pay me to say that. That's not in my contract. Can't wait to see the new shop and get more horsepower from VMP. I guess Joe has an appointment or something with us. Tell me when are you coming to see me, Joe? Since you're going to comment and tell me you can't wait to see the new shop. Tell me what's up.
Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days to come.
Brian says his daughter is watching and wants to know when's the next event your kids are going to so she can play with them. Because they had such a good time in Carlisle.
Ashlyn, the girls will probably be at Mustang Week as much as I'm in denial about that.
Oh, you are going to Mustang Week? I was just talking about it today. I was like, I want to go to Mustang Week. I'll go to Mustang Week. I don't know who else is coming.
Mustang Week's not my favorite event. And I really want to go to Yellow Bullet Nationals. I have big aspirations of going to Yellow Bullet Nationals. It's my birthday weekend, and it's right before Mustang Week.
Baby aspirations?
Have a car.
No, just big aspirations.
Okay, Tim is saying the 4th of July sale. So since we're getting questions on that.
So can we go ahead and do it?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. All right, I'm going to switch over to my official sheet, guys, just so I'm not giving you any phony numbers or trying to pull stuff out of my hat. So just making sure I give you all the exact right stuff. So we are doing a hell of a 4th of July sale.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's gorgeous. Chris and Carrie stayed super late one night so they could get the lighting right and have it dark out to do that. That looks freaking baller. But anyway, 4th of July sale, we're going to do $2,500 Gen 2R head units for GT500 and 5-liter.
Yep.
You get 10% off of the VMP heat exchangers, all radiators and thermostats.
Because it's 4th of July and we want to keep things cool.
Exactly. It's the middle of July. 20% off levels intercoolers, which we have those for pretty much everything EcoBoost Ford. So like Fusions, Focus ST, Focus RS, Mustang EcoBoost.
Some of them we sold already.
Some of them have gone out, but just for sure, 20% off gift sales and support a call. We'll let you know what we got. 2018 manifold and tune starting at $599, which we were talking about the 18 manifold earlier, how that's a hell of an upgrade.
It's a great upgrade, and with a tune.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You gotta have it, so.
And then, if you want to stand up real quick,
yes, I can. Oh, and you know what? Wait, I've got the hat too.
The Bomber Girl t-shirts and the hats are going to be $14.99.
So these are the ladies' shirts. The men's shirts has the VMP in American flag and the Bomber Girl on the back.
Same thing on the back.
And then we also have the hats with the Bomber Girl on it for sale, $15 for shirts and hats alike.
How long is that running, Carrie?
It'll be July 4th through July 8th.
There you go, guys.
So I'll be putting information. I'll be putting more information on it out Monday.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's a lot.
David Murdoch said, "Why no beer in the fridge by the pond?" Yes, I looked.
There should be beer in the.
Who the hell wants to walk that far to get a beer?
There should be beer in the fridge by the pond.
There is. No, there's cider.
There's cider.
Not beer.
That's right. There's.
Donald said, "Donnie, how are you gonna let Rebecca out drink you? Are you empty?"
I'm getting there. Oh, Jesus.
Screw you. I'm just kidding. But I win. Kevin, it's a daily. He just wants more.
That's the 99 GT.
That's our 99. Yeah, I think centrifugal blower is the way to go, man. Robbie, 2016 F-150 crew cab with 5.5 foot bed. Are the carbon fiber drive shafts in its stock?
In stock.
Oh, in stock for them. I assume he was probably the guy that was asking me about supercharging his lifted one earlier. We do not have them in stock. They have to be made, especially if I'm pretty... let me try to scroll up and make sure you were the guy that asked me earlier about your lifted one.
Wait, I thought it was from YouTube that was asked.
Was it? The guy that had the lifted F-150?
That was from YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, then... Robbie, if you have a 16 F-150, no matter what your setup is, we'd have to order it in for you. We have to get it made. They're all custom length.
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, it doesn't take that long at all. But, all trucks are different, lifted, lowered, all that fun stuff. So,
cider is delicious, Brian. I totally agree. If we go to Mustang Week, our kids can play and I can drink cider.
But it's not beer.
And so can you, bro.
It's cider.
It's okay.
It's spiked apple juice.
We already discussed that is not how that happens. It's called fermentation.
It's spiked apple juice. They pour a little Bacardi in it. And
no, that is not.
Gino wants to know if you and Justin are originally from Florida.
Do you know the answer to this?
Duh. I know the details of y'all's first date and how you met. Of course I know y'all are both from Florida.
Yep.
Come on, get out of here. I'm not, though.
Yes,
That's why I tan so gorgeously.
I was born in South Florida, and so was Justin, and I moved up here when I was like 7.
I didn't know Justin was born in South Florida.
Yeah, he was born in Hollywood.
Oh, man, that's like scary Miami.
Yeah,
that's what Hollywood is. Hollywood is scary Miami. I'm from up north, and I know that.
I looked at you like I gave you one of those Rebecca looks that looks like I'm going to kill somebody.
Dale Hall said, are VMP going to release a Gen 3 kit to suit the Aussies 5.0 Coyotes Ford Falcons? I don't know what that would take. However, I do have some very good friends in Australia.
We have references for you.
We have references. If you want to call MFP Australia, they have done a lot of work with our blowers on all of the Australian-made Ford platforms. So definitely give MFP Australia a call. They're one of our authorized dealers. They can get you set up with anything you need to do. So yeah, they'll be able to help you figure out any of those questions you got, man. Kevin, what kind of power can you get me out of an NA setup and what's tune price? You need to call sales and support on that just because I'm a tech. Rebecca is race car driver / customer service. I don't know with built motor what level tune is required with that, so definitely give sales and support a call.
It's probably level 2.
What?
It's probably level 2.
I think it would be. Chad Dowd says, can't keep saying enough great things about the VMP.
And I believe that's $249
great work
for just the tune alone.
Okay. And then you still need a tuner, of course. Yep. Chad says he can't keep saying enough great things about us.
Hi, Chad.
Keep up the great work. I plan on it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was just being cocky. What do we got to talk about? Let's see what else we got. We got 10 minutes left. Ooh, Ranger Raptor, because I've been following that all along. What kind of supporting content do we have for Ranger Raptor? So, a JP actually tagged me and you in this, so we'll give him a little credit.
Yeah, thanks, JP. That was cool.
First one to let us know.
Yep, that was really
cool.
It's a good-looking little truck.
Yeah, and so the kicker
is... there's no chrome around the windows when you look at that.
Yes, there's no chrome around the windows. Got some good-looking suspension. Looks very close to the full-size Raptor, but it's left-hand drive. So
Yeah.
that's the real kicker. Up until now, Ford has been saying we were not getting the Raptor, that it does great in the other markets. They're excited to release it in other markets.
That's a Michigan tag on it.
Oh yeah, it's getting driven around up there.
Yep.
But yeah, we have not seen a left-hand drive Raptor. That's full-blown production looking, doesn't have a Heidi wrap on it, camouflage. That's looking like we're gonna get one.
You know, when I drove right-hand drive, the guy was like, "Hey, you probably want to get an auto."
Oh, you did tell me this.
Yeah.
Did you go to Scotland?
We went to Scotland, and I rented the car and did all the driving while we were. Justin and me and 3 of our kids were in Scotland, and so I rented the car, and the guy's like, we're right-hand drive over here. You might really want to consider getting the auto because you asked for a manual. And I'm like, I got this, dude. And then he's like, you probably want to go ahead and get full insurance because this car cost 40,000 euros and you're responsible.
Inside joke number 5 for the show. Sorry, guys.
You're responsible for all of that. I'm like, nope, don't want the extra insurance either. I walked outside, Googled the car with as many options as you could get. It was 20,000 euros. The guy was just totally trying to con me into insurance.
Justin said, do we have any kits that fit the old Fox Body SM95 5.0s? Unfortunately, I do not, my friend. But if you swap that into a 68, that'll be a good-looking car. Kevin said he's got an SCT X3. Yes, that will work if you want to get tuned by us. Brian said, just a quick question for Rebecca. That Crown Vic that Cletus built, that Cletus belt. I feel like I can make fun of him. I talk to him all the time. So on Cletus's belt, the Crown Vic, was it on E85 or 93 when it made 800?
E85.
Okay. So you had the corn.
Yep.
That's good.
They had wanted to do some pump gas and quickly abandoned that even before we got there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we got 7 minutes left, we better cover meme of the week.
Oh yeah, meme of the week.
Man.
Brian
I almost
asked,
don't even want to. I want to put it off. So real quick before we start, well, you can show the meme of the week. Do that. Funny SpongeBob joke. Here lies my dreams of finishing my project car. Which yours right now is your 18.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Mine is my Jeep. My Jeep's been sitting a long time. I need to get on it. So I tell Chris, I'm like, hey Chris, go just take a picture of my dilapidated Jeep sitting in the corner out there. Just cause, so when I refer to my Jeep. And Chris proceeds to go out there with the camera and zoom in on every speck of rust on the thing.
You can probably see tetanus if you look really close.
That looks good. That's actually a good picture.
Oh, I was gonna say you can probably see the tetanus.
Yeah, there's tetanus up in there, for sure. That was my daily driver when I was 15 years old. That was my first car. I drove that thing to high school. It was. That was my parents bought it brandy new. Gave it to me when I was 14 with 50,000 miles on it. That was when I drove to high school. And then of course it got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and now it's on 37. It gets 7 miles to the gallon with just big injectors in it. And it's been sitting about as long as your 18 has. I'll work on it this weekend.
My 18's been sitting longer, I think, hasn't it?
How long has your 18 been sitting?
Since December.
Yeah, no, I've been sitting longer.
Okay.
It's just been sitting in my driveway and not out back.
Okay, I thought we were just talking about it sitting where it is right now.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Then yours was sitting longer where it is.
Yeah.
I'll work on it next week. I will work on my project car this weekend. I told you I'm doing it. I'm gonna work on my project car Saturday.
Probably won't work on mine at all.
I'm gonna work on my Jeep Saturday. I'm gonna get the brake lines in it. It's from up north. I played in the snow a lot as a teenager. I was the friend when you were snowed in and school got canceled and okay, you're stuck at your house, you called Donnie because Donnie was on 35s with lockers and I'd go through anything after we got 8 inches of snow.
You're talking about stuff that I have no idea about. Oh, when we talk about snow, we have got to get either that video of me
of you
doing the snow angel or me throwing.
Last year at PRI. Was it PRI? Yeah. Driving back from PRI?
Yeah.
Driving back from PRI, we go through snow. Rebecca had never seen snow at this time. She is wearing yoga pants and a tank top.
No, I had jeans on.
Were they jeans? Okay, whatever. I know she's wearing a tank top.
Listen to him, whatever.
And she proceeds to run for the first snow pile she can and start doing snow angels.
Yep.
Which all y'all out there watching that are like me that know what snows feel like on your bare skin are cringing about as hard as I am. Because, yeah, she just set her shoulders in and she's having a great time. And I'm sitting there like, that looks like it's stinging your shoulder blades pretty good. Crazy kid. David says that Jeep doesn't have a V8. No, David, my Jeep does not have a V8. It's only got 70,000 original miles on it. It's got header, long tube header, ported intake manifold, bigger injectors, it's tuned, bigger throttle body, little Bobo plug and play, trick the ECU, plugs into the IAT little box. It's got 456 gears, but it's a mud truck. It's got 456 gears, and I play. Kevin says we should get into the 2-valve stuff. He'll drop his car off for us to design. The problem with the 2-valve stuff, man, is it's on the out. They're becoming a little bit older. It's not a lot of people are picking them up and ready to throw a blower kit on them. It's just Coyote's where you go for that now.
You could Coyote swap your 99.
You could Coyote swap that would be cool. That's lightweight. That's a hell of a chassis. That'd be good. David, yes, it is a 4.0.
And you know what else you could Coyote swap?
Not a 95 Cobra R.
Yes, a 95 Cobra R. I think it's a great idea, and it's not gross.
Gross. Ooh, we got off our Ranger. But
oh, shoot.
One other little quick point I wanted to make. So there's a video of it rolling around town. Sounds like a diesel.
Okay, so...
That's important because I was incorrect in my statement earlier. We are getting the Ranger Raptor. That had been confirmed.
Okay.
But we were told we were not getting the diesel.
Okay.
That's why it's a big deal that there's a diesel one driving around left-hand drive getting tested. Because so far what we had known was we were getting the 2.3 EcoBoost with the 10-speed trans. So if we're getting a diesel... What's that mean? Like, what else is going to be different? Is that going to keep the 10R80? Or are we now going to get some sort of manual trans that they maybe have over in Europe paired to the Ranger's diesel?
That'd be really cool.
So, yeah, that kind of opens up the thing. That'd be killer. A Ranger Raptor stick shift diesel?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
That'd be killer. David Murdoch, best motor Jeep. He had one. You know, it's funny you say that because I've been doing good on the side stories this episode. My dad actually says the opposite. My dad had so like I said, it was my parents bought it brand new, but my dad had a CJ with the 304 V8 in it, and he said that thing would blaze the tires off with it like anything else, which that's actually Mustang related. If you know anything about the CJ Jeeps, they had a 304 and a V8. That was a Ford 302 rotating assembly they bought from Ford, put their own 2-valve heads on, and made it a 304. Okay. So it's basically a Mustang and a Jeep. But my dad loved that thing. So it had all the power in the world. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Then he got a YJ, which is the square headlight, which is a Mustang show, so you guys don't care about it, but I hate the square headlight Jeeps. Real Jeeps have round headlights.
You have like very strong feelings about headlights.
I guess I do. Damn, I've never realized that. I do, though. Yeah, real Jeeps have round headlights, though. The square headlight Jeeps are like kind of failed projects. Anyway. Then my dad had one of those, and he said that thing was peppy. Like, it wasn't as peppy as the 304 was, but it was an inline 6. You wouldn't expect it to. It would still burn both tires through an intersection. Then they bought my Jeep, and all he said was they Chryslerified it, and he hated it. So it would only one wheel peel halfway through an intersection. So I'm glad you think it was the best Jeep motor, because it's lived through like 30,000 miles of Donnie abuse, which has been rough.
Is that like 60,000 regular miles?
Yeah, it's got like 75 on it right now.
No, but is that like 60,000 regular?
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay, I just didn't know what the correction factor was.
The correction factor.
My parents are into Jeeps too, and they give.
Your dad's had quite a few.
Yeah, well, my dad is like, he's big into changing car ownership, and I grew up my whole life hearing that the only thing that weren't for sale were me and my mom and my brothers and sisters, and maybe my mom sometimes might be for sale, and like.
But the
my
Jeep
mom
was
did
never
not.
for sale.
No, the Jeeps always were, because he'd want to get rid of them and get something new.
Oh yeah, no, I can't ever sell my Jeep.
Yeah,
my Jeep
no, he definitely.
My Jeep was my first car. I've had a lot of.
That's where I think I get like my like ability to like. Okay, I don't want to hang on to stuff. Like I don't.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, but I had an SRT8 Jeep, like I mentioned earlier, and my dad.
That's not a real Jeep. Real Jeeps have round headlights.
Jesus Christ, that's what my dad says too.
Real Jeeps have round headlights. If it doesn't have round headlights, not
whatever.
a Jeep. Period.
You know what? My SRT8 Jeep. Bone stock went 13.4. I don't care what you say.
It's a bad bitch. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a real Jeep. It's a Chrysler. Yeah, you can't break it. Yeah, you're right, David. Did you break your SRT? Jeep?
No.
Oh.
No. What?
I was just gonna make a joke about.
What would I have broken on it? I had more kids. I filled it up. That's what I did.
It's a Chrysler.
True, but
my transmission slips in the Jeep.
No, I didn't break it. I had more kids. I filled it up. I had to get a new vehicle.
We should get another one. 6-door.
No.
6-door
So
SRT8
please
Grand Cherokee.
Stop bothering me about
I really want to do 6-door something. I want to do a 6-door. I don't know what I want to build.
I don't want to drive a limo.
Something.
I do not want to be a limo driver.
All right, David's out to get pizza. I think it's 7 o'clock. I want to go get
Is
some
there
more
anything
pizza.
else that we had to talk
I'm
about?
out of beer. Is there? I don't think so. I think we're
Just
good.
make sure real quick.
We can talk about more, but nothing that can't wait. What?
Keegan.
Oh, you're right.
We've
We gotta
gotta
do
do
my
this.
Reader's Ride of the Week.
Yes.
Gosh,
I knew
and
there was
he's
something.
watching. He's driving home right now in his 700 horsepower Mustang, and I even texted him and said, "Hey, make sure you watch the show tonight." So we got to keep talking about him. All right.
And we were a little bit late too, so I feel like this is fair. Like
You're right.
Everybody, hang on.
We did start late. So, oh man, we already dropped. It's okay. He's still watching. I know he's watching. And plus, all the people watch after the show.
Yeah.
So, funny story. I go to the beach on Sunday. I'm pulling off the beach with my truck, two-wheel drive. So I was spinning like hell, threw sand all over the undercarriage of my truck, almost getting stuck. So I pull up to the hose at my condo. I have a condo beachside. I pull up to the hose at the condo, and I'm spraying off underneath of my truck.
Chris, are you laughing?
Yes, Chris is laughing.
Okay.
I'm spraying off the hose under my truck. I'm hosing off underneath my truck. And I hear some guy yell down from like the floor, "Hey, mine's tomorrow." And I'm thinking he's like making a joke about me cleaning his car tomorrow. So I'm like, "Haha, yeah, okay." And then I keep spraying off my truck. And he's like, "You're Donnie, right?" And I'm like, "Who the hell is this?" I'm like, "Yeah? Who are you?" He's like, "You're putting a blower on my car tomorrow." I'm like, "What? Come down here." So ended up, he was a customer that was coming in for a stage kit on Monday that just happened to be staying at the same place my condo is. So Keegan's car was an S550.
It still is, right?
It's an S550. Brought it to us pretty much all stock. Had a Corsa catback on it.
Good looking red car.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the wheels. He's got the blackout edition rubber. I love
Yep.
those wheels.
Super clean
But
looking car.
we put Gen 3 kit on it with the JLT, FIC 1000 injectors, stock headers, or stock exhaust, completely other than the Corsa catback, and it ended up making like 704 rear wheel horsepower. I was sweating my ass off so bad I had Rebecca pull it out. Oh, I guess I'm commenting on her part. But yeah, Joe put it on the dyno, sprinkle his special sauce on it, as Keegan said, and yeah, made 704 with an 88 millimeter pulley on pump gas. So he's really, really happy. And I asked him, I was like, I think I asked his dad, I was like, "What's the fastest thing he's probably ever driven?" He was like, "That Mustang," before it had the blower on it. So I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's
he's
awesome.
in a world of excitement.
Such a good looking car.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he had good luck while he was here too, because he won the
Oh yeah, he won a Tuning Tuesday competition.
Yeah.
And won a Gen 3 flash drive. Because I was working on his car and Justin comes out to the shop and he's like,
Which
"Hey,
one's
this
Keegan?"
is Keegan's." Yeah, he's like, "Which one's Keegan's?" "Okay, this is for him." Like, I already gave him a Gen 3. What are you talking about? That was a joke.
I liked it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, made 706. I was saying 704. Made 574 torque. But yeah.
Shorter than 2 horsepower.
I shorted him 2 horsepower. But yeah, Keegan's car, awesome. He's super happy. Like I said, he's driving it back. He texted me about like 5:30. "Hey, I'm in Tennessee. Car's doing great. Loving it."
That's great.
So I
Super
still
nice
need a name
guy.
for that, guys. There's 17 of you watching. Somebody needs to help me. I need to name the VMP section of the show where I talk about somebody's car that's like a customer, fan,
Help us
whatever.
out.
Somebody said VMP's VIP, and
I can't even imagine to say
it works, but I
Yeah.
can't get it out. I just can't do it.
I like Ride of the Week better, but
Ride of the Week. That's a little bit better. I'm digging that. But I'm open for options. What?
David's got a question.
Ooh, Joey said we're going to do a write-up on your car, Dave. David, that means we're going to take all the pictures, the video, and all that fun stuff we did of me pulling your blower off to do the injectors and plugs and all that fun stuff, and we'll throw it all together and then do kind of like a publish on it. But since I like you, and you were just here recently, maybe you can be my guy next week. But you have to help me think of a better name for this. That's what you have to do.
Mustang Guru said Viewers Ride.
Viewers Ride. Yeah, that's the same thing as like Readers Ride. It's boring. I want something good. I need a name that pops. Jockey of the Week.
I am
Yeah.
opposed.
Oh, okay, I get it. 'Cause it's
Okay,
Mustang.
yeah.
That's
I'm
really
opposed
creative.
to.
I like it.
I'm opposed to Ride because I feel like it doesn't like do justice to like it being not.
What, are we worried about the car's feelings here now?
No, I'm worried about my feelings. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Just skip it.
David, do it. That's
Yeah.
all I have to say.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, David, help me think of a name. You guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's 7:05. I'm out of beer. We're out of pizza. It's time to go home. I will see you next week. Hopefully, I'll have some work on my project.
Did you say like, share, subscribe?
I did say like, share, subscribe.
Okay.
So make sure you like, share, subscribe.
I forgot that
You can cut the feed. And I'll